Breaking: NLC suspends planned nationwide strike. The cable reports that Ayuba Wabra, who is the president of the NLC, spoke after the tripartite committee meeting held on Monday, November 6. It was reported that after the long hours of meeting, an agreement was reached followed by signing of documents. Wabra said, having reached this position and agreement signed, the proposed strike action is hereby suspended. Vanguard reports that Ama People, who is the chairperson of the committee, said the government has suggested N24,000 minimum wage, but the NLC insisted on N30,000. She said, "We have concluded and we have a little challenge with what we call Chapter 5 of our report. That is where we have the numbers and the figures we used for the negotiations and the figures that we concluded with, and the committee has two figures, the N24,000 suggested by the federal government and the N30,000 given by the organized labor. There is no stalemate. We have finished and we have signed it, but we are insisting that the strike must be called off. There are still two figures, N24,000 and N34,000. You know that labor came up with a figure of N66,500, but when we put all that together with the figure we got from the states, and so, we put all of it in a basket plus the initial figure that the federal government recommended, which was N20,700. We put them together in a basket and came up with 4 scenarios. We worked with one of the scenarios, and that was how we agreed on that N24,000 and N30,000 respectively." The Minister for Labor, Chris Njige, on his part, said the committee was working to securing an appointment with President Muhammadu Buhari. He said, "We are making progress. The governor's figure should be the figure of the federal government. We are just trying to carry them along. That is why we made the discussions tripartite plus. It is just because we want to carry them along, otherwise the federal government speaks for governments. Yes, the figures are standing, but we know that there are other processes. It has to go through the Federal Executive Council, the National Executive Council and the National Council of State, then an executive bill will be transmitted to the National Assembly.